If you are new here, my name is Alyssa, and we are continuing with our back to school theme this week, and we are making 3 different vegan sandwiches today. I am so excited to share these recipes with you. They are super simple. All of them are high in protein. They have snuck in veggies in every single one of them, and there's 3 really creative, unique flavor options. Just like last week's video, these are really portable, so they're perfect for going back to school. They're perfect for throwing in your bag, also for work if you work at an office full time, and like I said, they're vegan and healthy. So the first sandwich option is really fun. It's a white bean balsamic fig sandwich, and it's kind of on the sweeter side, but it's super high in protein because of the white bean spread. It's so delicious. And then our second recipe is kind of a spin on a banh mi, but like definitely not traditional. We're using crumbled up tempeh in this peanutty Asian sauce and then topping it with kale and cabbage for that nice crunch. And it's got a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of tang, and it's just so yummy. And then last but not least is just a traditional hummus and veggie sandwich. I am showing you with whatever I had in my fridge, and I will kind of talk through some options that you can add in or swap in and out, give you a few other veggie options if you want to kind of get a little bit more creative. Of course, everybody makes hummus and veggie sandwiches, but it's for good reason because they're really simple to make. They don't require any specialty ingredients. You can just throw in whatever you have in your fridge and they taste awesome. So let's just go ahead and dive into our recipes. So for our first sandwich, we are making the white bean balsamic and fig sandwich, and we are going to start by using a can of drained and rinsed white beans, and then add 2 tablespoons of tahini to that. Then we're going to add in some balsamic vinegar, some lemon juice, some garlic powder, and a pinch of salt and pepper. And then you're just going to mash it until it is the texture of a thick hummus. I like to leave some chunks in there, but you could also just mash it until it's completely smooth. That's up to you. Once you have the white bean mash done, you can just set that aside, and we are going to slice up our figs. And depending on the size of your figs, you can either quarter them or you could slice them. It's really up to you. I had small ones, so I quartered them. So just slice up your figs, and then it's time to assemble the sandwich. So I personally like to do this with a base of mustard. I just really like the flavor that adds, but you don't have to do that if you don't like mustard. So I'm just doing a layer of mustard, and then I'm doing some spinach, and here you could use any green that you like. Romaine is also awesome, or arugula. And then you're gonna do a dollop of the white bean balsamic mixture, and just kind of smooth that out with your fork, just mash it down a little bit. Then you can top it with your figs. Pop on that other piece of bread. Slice it up, and you're ready to go. Our second sandwich is a play on the banh mi sandwich, and really that's just with the flavor profile. But we are going to start with 1 block of tempeh, and then you can just use your hands to kind of crumble it up, and you can crumble this until it's super fine, or you can leave in some larger chunk. That's up to you. I did kind of in between, so there were still some larger chunks, but it was mostly pretty crumbled up. And then once you have it all crumbled up, you're going to add in some peanut butter, some gluten-free tamari, some hot sauce. I like to use sriracha, some lime juice, and some ginger. And we're just gonna stir this all together until it is combined. And it's gonna be a kind of thick, almost sticky texture, kind of like meat. And you're just gonna stir, stir, stir until all of those toppings are evenly incorporated. So for this sandwich, we are just laying down that crumbled tempeh onto the bottom of our bread. And then I'm topping it with kale and red cabbage, but you could do a slaw if you want, or you could use another green. I do really like having the cabbage on there because it adds a nice crunch, but you can totally do whatever kind of toppings you like. And then I find that this one is easier if you don't slice it in half. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's just the tempeh, but I didn't slice this one in half, and you can just wrap this up and throw it in your bag, and you're ready to go. All right, so our final sandwich is just the traditional hummus and veggie sandwich. And like I mentioned, I'm doing my own kind of mixture of veggies. And I like to do a layer of hummus on one side of my sandwich. And then on the other side, I actually like to do a layer of vegan cream cheese. I really like this chive cream cheese from Kite Hill, but you could also just do another layer of hummus, or you could do mashed avocado. I do like to have a sticky kind of sauce type thing on both sides of the bread so that it helps the veggies stay in the sandwich. And then once you have that, you can just start layering on your vegetables. So I always add in tomato because it makes it nice and juicy. And then I did some sliced cucumber. And on the other side, I did some spinach, which is what I had on hand, but you could use any green that you like. I also really love doing sprouts. And then I just did some baby bell peppers. If I didn't have this, I would probably do some shredded carrots, or I would do maybe some cabbage. And I didn't have any fresh avocado on hand, but I also usually add sliced avocado in the center. So then you can just flip your sandwich over on top and slice it in half. I like to do it the triangle way because I just think it looks pretty. And here is the inside of that gorgeous sandwich. It's so colorful. And I promise having that sauce on both sides of the bread just makes it a lot less dry, and it makes it so that your toppings don't slide out all over the place. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And let me know what your favorite sandwich combo is in the comment box below. It doesn't have to be one of these recipes, but if you have one that you make all the time, even if it's just a classic PB&J, definitely drop it in the comment section so that we can all get some new creative ideas. And if you end up making any of these recipes that are in today's video, I would love to see a photo on Instagram. You can tag me at @simplyquinoa or use the hashtag #simplyquinoa. That will just help me easily find your photo and give you a little bit of love and like, and just show you that I'm watching. And it's really like one of my favorite things to do during the day is scroll through those hashtags. And just like all of my other videos, the recipe information is in the description box below. I don't have a dedicated blog post for today's video, so the recipes are just directly in the description box, so you can go get those. I also just want to thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I would love for you to join our family here on YouTube. There's a red button right below this video that says subscribe, so you can hit that button and it will automatically subscribe you. And other than that, I will be back on Friday with a brand new video, and I hope you have a really great rest of your week. Until then, have a great day. Bye, guys!